The more time one spends with this radiant painting that immediately exudes ease and poise and relaxation, the more one realizes that Marshall has used specific details to muddle and change the meaning, forcing us to reconsider how we approach the work. Kerry James Marshall's Untitled from 2008 sees a black couple gazing out to sea, silhouetted at golden hour. There is a rolling surf, there are whirling seagulls, there's a pleasure boat in the distance, a lighthouse glimmering afar, beautiful renderings of shells on a multicolored sand in the foreground. This is almost saccharine, it's kitsch, it's picture perfect. And yet, as you look closer at the details of the painting, you realize, as so often happens with Kerry James Marshall's painting, that there is more to this image than meets the eye. Looking to the couple's feet and to their right, we see a coil of barbed wire, suggesting that to their right, perhaps, is a privatized or protected, depending on your point of view, piece of beach. Then, in that context, looking in the distance at the lighthouse, one begins to question, is that a lighthouse, or is it in fact a searchlight? And the boat in the center, in the context of Marshall's work, recalls the Middle Passage. Marshall routinely used swimming pools and water slides in his tarps from the 1990s to suggest the transportation of enslaved Africans to America. And it is impossible to escape the possibility that this boat may be referential to the very same thing. At this point in his career, Kerry James Marshall is at the height of his powers. He's spent the 80s into the 90s making these extraordinary charged canvases, eventually tarp paintings, and then begins the vignette series, these depictions of black romance and black love. By the time this work is executed, in 2008, he's concluded that series of vignettes. And I think the key distinction between this painting and a vignette painting is he has pulled his characters out of storybooks and into the real world. What's so interesting to me about this is that Marshall is not weaponizing the image. This is not a co-option of a pre-existing Fragonard painting any more than any of the vignettes are. It is a co-option of the style of depiction, a style that is universally familiar and is universally relatable. The work was included in Kerry James Marshall's largest US retrospective, which began at the Metropolitan Museum of Art, then the Breuer building, in 2016. We are delighted that this work will be making its reappearance at the Breuer building this November, with our exhibitions opening on the 8th of the month.